Namaste, good people. Peace and blessings, family. Magick La Croix coming to you with some information today about the best time of the year. And I'm not talking about Christmas, no. One of the things that I want to touch on today is Halloween. And clear up some misunderstandings about this sacred holiday. Yes, I said sacred holiday because we were taught that it's an evil day of, worshiping evil spirits and a day of the devil. I heard this recently from a co-worker of mine because I asked her, I said, just casual conversation. I asked her, I said, do you celebrate Halloween? She said, oh, the Devil's Day? And I'm like, I just heard a similar response like this from my own mother. So I just want to clear up some misunderstandings about October 31st. Halloween / Samhain. And the way that's spelled is Sahmain. I know it sounds like, rather it looks like you would be saying Sahmain, but it's Samhain. And that is the real official name of Halloween. Before I go into any of that, a word from the Magick La Croix sponsors. When you're a real occultist, when you live this magical life, people often come to you for this knowledge, this esoteric knowledge. And you got so many people out here, fake occultists, those with many titles, who claim that this tradition, that tradition, and they're actually duping people out of money, claiming they can get results, and all the results that they produce is that they conjure you out of your money. We have way too many of this going around. I'm getting too many people coming to me saying, well, this person said they could do this, and after so many days it didn't work. Just similar things. And I've been hearing these things for years. We got to stop this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got these unscrupulous bastards out here claiming to be something that they're not, and it makes real occultists look a certain way. And so when somebody gets that bad experience, then they'll equate that bad experience with every occultist that they meet, or an occultist who says they're occultists and they're really not. They're really just con men. As melanated people, we got too much going on a daily basis that we got to deal with. We shouldn't have to deal with this from our own people. The people need knowledge. They need the knowledge of these ancient sciences. So you fake ones out there, and this, I don't usually do stuff like this, but I just had a case recently where they did some work for somebody, and then they turned around and told them they was cursed. I mean, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. It's corny and it's whack. Y'all need to stop this. Stop duping your own people. That's why we can't fucking get ahead. It's because we got our own people out here looking to make dollars instead of trying to educate somebody. So we gotta stop this. Alright? May can't come off as a vent or a rant, but it is what it is. If you are offended by that, then you are meant to be. Period. I didn't get into this to dupe my own people or con my own people out of money. It's just not that serious as far as money is concerned. To me, seriously, I'm trying here to pass on this knowledge that I spent many years gaining. That is the meaning of ascension. That is the true meaning of helping out your people. If you are offended by what I say, then it probably applies to you. Okay? So anyway, alright, now that I got that shit out the way and got that off my chest, let's go on to Halloween. It is, 5 days away? 4 days away? It's my favorite time of the year. You know, I like to decorate the house. I like to, you know, I get dressed up in certain costumes every year. Most times, I'm dressed like Baron Samhain, who's also known as Baron La Croix, who's also known as Baron Cemetery. He is the guardian of the cemetery. He likes vulgar jokes. He likes to get drunk. He likes cigars. And he basically rules over the dead. You have Baron Samhain, you got Maman Brigitte, and just, I think even Oya. I can't be for certain, but I think Oya also rules not just the wind, but if you want to petition Oya, you can go to the graveyard. This is similar. First of all, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you were brought up to believe it is. It has nothing to do with worshiping evil spirits or nothing like that. It is very similar to the Day of the Dead that the Mexicans celebrate on, I believe, it's October 5th. Someone out there, if I'm giving wrong information, I apologize in advance, but I know the Day of the Dead. What do you think they do? They honor the dead. You are honoring your ancestors. These are sacred traditions that come out of ancient cultures like the Celts, the Irish. Yes, all these people, all these ancient cultures honored their dead. That's all Halloween is. There's a very good book out there called The Book of Halloween. The author's name is Ruth Kelly, and it is an excellent book breaking down the tradition, breaking down Samhain, how it's celebrated here, and how it's celebrated in other parts of the world. It's a very good book. The Book of Halloween, it explains a lot. Like I said, it has nothing to do with devil worshiping. Cut out the nonsense. Just because you were raised a certain way doesn't mean you have to stay that way. When I was a child, I thought as a child. But when I began to grow up and question things, mind you, you're supposed to question everything anyway. A lot of things didn't make sense. Okay. Why do people dress up like Halloween? First of all, it's traditional. It's traditional to dress like a skeleton, like a dead person. What they're doing, honoring those who have come before them. You know, one of the things that I do during Halloween, during the entire day, is I put sigils like Baron Samhain on my altar. I give him pepper rum, cigars, but I don't just put him there. Mama Brigitte, and also La Santissima Muerte. I'm sure you've heard of her. She is the skeleton spirit, very powerful spirit. And this is why a lot of times, like I said, I wear a top hat. I, make my face look like a skeleton, or I wear a skeleton costume. I'll in some way honor Baron Samhain. I do this every single year. But not only that, the reason people dress up and go as they wouldn't go the other 364 days of the year is because you can be totally uninhibited during this time. You dress up like whatever. The people looking at you like, oh, it's Halloween. The mask come off and the mask actually come on. You know what I'm saying? So deep down, what it is you are basically dressing up your subconscious, what you really, what your essence really wants to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why people dress up for Halloween. Not only this, forget what you've been told. Follow me here for a second, people. The veil between the worlds is at its thinnest. The veil between the worlds is at its thinnest. This is one of the best times, not just to honor your ancestors, but also put some powerful rituals out there. Any kind of rituals that you can think of. And do it, if you can, do it 3 o'clock in the morning. That's at any time, but this particular day, that's when the veil is the thinnest between the worlds. And that's why people who are in the know, that's why they do it then. That's why they do some of their powerful rituals at that time. Your messages will be heard more powerfully, loud and clear during that time. Okay. You can do very simple ancestor offerings. Like I said, I give them a full meal. I get elaborate. I've done it throughout the years, but I've built myself up to that point. At first, I would just, write down the names of my ancestors or my immediate family and put them on a piece of paper in a picture frame, offer some fruit, maybe some wine, some water, white candle. I would do stuff like that. Now, what I do, I put several veves, sigils on my altar. I go all out. But like I said, this has been built up throughout the years. I give them chocolate, candy, rum, liquor, absinthe, black candles. What else do I do? I give food offerings. I may give some piece of bread with some pepper sprinkled on it. Hot shit. In other words, that's one of Baron Samhain. He really likes that. You can soak 21 peppers in a bottle of rum. That's good. This is an elaborate ceremony that I do personally. If you're just starting out, of course, you don't have to do that. But I'm just giving you some ideas of what to do. You can just a simple acknowledging your ancestors, light a white candle, burn some hell notes. Hell notes, also known as joss notes, which in ancient cultures, hell notes were burned to help the members on the other side. That topic is for another video. I'm not going to touch on that like a lot right here, but I just wanted to put this information out real quick. Let's see. That's simple versus an elaborate ritual. Okay? Who are your ancestors besides your immediate family? Like I said, your ancestors are your immediate family. But not only are they your immediate family, you are directly connected, melanated people. You're directly connected to the Orishas, to the Loa, to the Babylonians, to the Sumerians, Lemurians, the Akkadians. All those ancient cultures, those people who've come before you, are also your ancestors. I'll repeat myself one more time. Wait a minute. I didn't do this yet. Okay. Dora the Explorer pause. I really can't do that anymore without actually laughing at myself, because I know it's stupid, it's silly, but full moon energy gets me kind of giddy. It gets me kind of silly. But anyway, ignore that. These ancient people you are directly connected to them. Just like I've told you many times, they are your ancestors, and nobody can tell you that you can't honor them. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Trust me on this. So Halloween is not what it's portrayed to be. Honor your ancestors. It's one of the best magical practices that you can do. Especially if you're just starting out, honor your ancestors. Before I even started one simple ritual, a full-blown ritual, I did a 7-day ritual to honor my ancestors. I covered my altar in white. I found as many deceased relatives pictures that I could find, and I would put some of their favorite things on the altar, offered them food offerings, I lit candles, and I gave them water. Very simple. And you'll be surprised, that will open the way for a lot of other things. Honor your ancestors. Celebrate Halloween. If you're going to, and honestly, this is the only holiday during the year, or so-called holiday, that I actually participate in. Any occultist worth their weight in gold will tell you the exact same thing. This is one of the days that you should be participating in rituals. Okay. And now, that's the end of this portion. So someone asked me to explain a freeze spell. Freeze spell is the same as the brown bottle spell I've given out before. It's for when someone's bothering you, or you want someone off your back, an annoying boss, whoever, an annoying neighbor. This freeze spell does work. Okay. Remember, spells like this, or any spell, basically, will only give you 2 months of work. So I figured, in my humble opinion, 2 months is plenty of time to figure out what you're going to do next to that person, or how you're going to handle them, or figure out your situation while that spell is still in effect. See what I'm saying here? So, the freeze spell. I don't have a plastic cup on hand that I can demonstrate this, but what I can do, a plastic cup, one of those small plastic cups that they serve little shots in, or something like about that big, about half this glass. And what you do, you can either take parchment paper, or you can take a brown piece of paper sack, which is, again, this is a hoodoo tradition, which is a smorgasbord. It's a melting pot of traditions. But you can take a brown piece of paper sack, write their name, the person who's bothering you. For added effect, you can put some kind of commanding oil away from you. Write their name, and in big letters you write freeze with an exclamation point, or cease and desist. Something to that effect. If you feel like some other words will help, go for it. Use your imagination. You do that, and then you put in a clear plastic cup. You put it in the cup. You fill that cup with water. Fill that cup with water. You put it in the freezer. Bam, you're done. That is, in essence, the freeze spell, and it has worked unfailingly for myself and others. The brown bottle spell, I've given that out already. If you have not heard of this spell, you take a brown bottle, like a root beer bottle, you remove all wrappings, you get some and you would take a piece of paper, like I was just describing, you put that in the bottle. You fill it with caffeinated, strong coffee. Seal it tight, put it in a dark place. Write your intentions. Don't forget your intentions. Those are very important. On the brown bottle spell, you wouldn't say freeze, of course, because you're not putting it in a freezer. But you would put cease and desist, or stop bothering me, or something. Whatever it is you want. These spells, they last 2 months tops. After that, you'll have to probably do it again, if you haven't figured out what else to do next. I hope this video has been informative. I hope I've answered the person who asked me to do that freestyle. I hope that this gives you some insight on how you can get some people off your ass, so to speak. This has been Magick La Croix. What I want to say is, before I go, any occult supplies that you need, I have at my store, the MagicalEliteSupplyShop.com. And, at the back end of that, you purchase from me, you'll be given an opportunity to join my personal and private group on Facebook. where we discuss rituals, we discuss techniques, we share our altars, but it's a secret group. You will have to find me on Facebook, or make a purchase from this store, the MagicalEliteSupplyShop.com. It is well worth your time. I got the best prices on the internet. Any occult items that you need, I got you. Come holler at your boy. This has been Magick La Croix. I wish you a peaceful, magical week and a happy Halloween / Samhain. Until next time, I'm signing out. Namaste.